Hi, I'm John, and this is another product spotlight. In this one, we have another ScaleTrains ES44AH. As I mentioned on the last one I did, I don't usually show the box, but these boxes for the ES44s and the CSX Heritage series are a little different from the big red boxes that we normally see. And also on this one, I'm going to turn it over, and you can see that there's all kinds of information about the features of the model, as well as some history of the locomotive that it's modeling. So there's a lot to look at just on the packaging alone. So to complete the unboxing, I'm just going to remove the cover. It's a very sturdy cardboard box, by the way. It's just like their other boxes, just different color. And then, of course, we have the product manual. And inside the product manual, you'll find everything you need to operate and maintain the locomotive. And then there's the reveal. It's a Conrail version. So I'm going to take it out of the box the rest of the way, and we'll take a close look at it. As with the other ES44 we looked at recently, this one comes with a spare parts bag with the little end caps for the trucks on it. So it does have rotating end caps on the trucks, which is very cool. And then, of course, the model has all the protective foam and such, protecting the handrails. It's actually very well packaged. I'd be shocked to receive one of these that was damaged somehow, to be honest. But you never know the way mail gets handled sometimes. So here's what we're looking at. It's the Conrail version of their new Heritage series, CSX. And at the time of this recording, they have these models available DCC ready for $204.99. And the DCC and sound equipped version goes for $304.99. That comes with an ESU version 5 decoder. They have a whole bunch of different ES44s available, including different CSX Heritage units like this one. So your best bet is to go to ScaleTrains' website and see if they have what you're looking for. So these ES44 models are superbly detailed, including all kinds of photo-etched detail in the grills, right? On the back and also on the front, as well as chain detail here above the rear truck. This is a see-through grate down here under the radiator area. And I'll show you later, you can see that there's actually a fan housing tucked in there as well. And you can see all the way through it, which makes that fan housing even cooler. Then also on the model, you can see that the handrails are nice and straight. The paint job is very well done. All the markings are very crisp. And there's just a ton of detail to look at on these models. Looking at the detail around the cab, you can see that it comes with the sunshades installed, as well as the various mirrors and other stuff that the engineer would be using. Very cool. Separately applied stuff. These are separately applied grabs above the windows. There are really finely rendered windshield wipers there. It has a fully detailed cab interior. All these grabs around the front of the hood are all separately applied. The grabs down the side of the front, up in here, also are separately applied. The detail around the pilot and the front of the locomotive is also really good. You can see these really finely rendered, separately applied handrails. The stepwells are photo etched, and you can actually see through them. That's a really cool touch. And then the detail around the plow is also really good. You have MU cable here. There's an uncoupling lever. There are these little grabs that are attached to the top of the plow, which is a really cool detail. And from this view of the fireman's side of the front, you can see there's really good ditch light castings. There's an additional hose detail down here. These MU hoses also come through the plow, which is a really nice detail as well. And of course, there's also see-through photo-etched stairs on this side. Just everything separately applied. It looks really good. The fireman side of the model boasts all that same kind of detail with the photo-etched grille detail. There's a separately applied brake wheel back here. The trucks are especially well detailed. And then underneath the sill, there's all kinds of cables and conduits and stuff that's really visible if you look at the model from the side. And this is the kind of stuff you see on real engines that makes it look sort of, I guess, more realistic when you see it on the model. So that's really cool. And then here's a shot of the light shining through the rear grills that I was mentioning before. You can see right through, and if you look, you can see basically the radiator fan casting inside there. The rear of the model has the same kind of detail as what we saw on the front, including the see-through photo-etched stepwells, separately applied grabs. You can see the brake wheel from this angle. Also, along the pilot down here, you can see it has spare knuckle holders. You can also see it has the uncoupling lever. There's just everything you could want on this model seems to be there. And here's our last three-quarter view, and I wanted to show it to you from this angle as well, because then you can see the additional hose detail here that was hidden behind the coupler before from the other side. The detail in the top of this model is pretty astounding. It has photo-etched grills that go over the top of this radiator area. And then if you look in here, this is a photo-etched piece on top, and then there's really detailed fans in there. This looks to be a separately applied exhaust. The horn, of course, is separately applied. And then there's a lot of molded hatch and hinge detail all around. Up here on the cab, you have separately applied, I think these are PTC type antennas. And then I believe this is an air conditioning unit. All this stuff is separately applied, and it looks really good. All right, time to run the engine. All right, so pretty good low speed control. Now I'm going to run it without the sound on, and we'll see how the mechanism sounds. Wow, that's really quiet. Yeah, that's really quiet. Smooth, too. So we're going to look at the lights now. The headlight is activated with F0 and it's directional. And then F6 will turn on the ditch lights. And in case you didn't notice while I was running, I'll do it here. The ditch lights, when you activate the horn, they flash. And it looks really good. I'm really digging the fact that you can see the ditch lights shining off the rails here. That's pretty cool. And then a whole bunch of stuff happens when you turn the sound on. There's a ground light just below the cab and then a service light back here next to the step that also comes on with the sound. The number boards came on. They look really good, actually. And then there's a bunch of different stuff you can do with the headlights. That's all in the user's manual. So I'd suggest to really look at the user's manual and be sure you get the most out of the model that you can by reading that information. Now looking at the rear of the model, when I put the model in reverse, the rear headlight comes on. And I'm going to reactivate the sounds so that you can see all of the other lights that come on this side. So we have the ground light up near the front of the model, and then we have the running light down here in between the stanchions along the walkway. So it's another really solid release of a modern prototype. This is what ScaleTrains has come to be known for. This model has all the detail and running qualities that you'd like to see in any model, in any scale. And my hat goes off to another amazing release. I can't wait to see more in this new year. So great job, ScaleTrains. I'll see you next time.